Okay, magaling araw po. So, let's solve this sample problem regarding force and acceleration under the kinetics of a particle. So, we have here, for the given system shown, we have to compute the acceleration of each block. Meron tayong tatlong blocks, A, B, and C in our given system. So, we are required to compute their acceleration. Para magawa natin yon, we have to relate first the acceleration of each block. Okay. Papansin nyo itong cord na to. This cord is connecting block A and block C. Iisang cord lang yun. Now, we are going to assume that the pulleys, itong tatlong pulleys na to, are frictionless and weightless. If it is frictionless and weightless, the tension in this cord will be equivalent. So, yung tension dito, tension doon, tension dyan, tsaka tension dyan, pare-parehas lang. Kung may friction dyan, may friction dyan, may friction dyan, etong tension sa part na to, tsaka yung tension sa part na yon will not be equivalent. So, napag-aralan nyo na sa ating statics of rigid bodies. Meron tayong formula to get the value of the tensions. And then, meron tayong cord pa dito. Yung cord na to, hindi siya connected dito sa part na to. But then, this cord and this cord is connected by this pulley. So, para makuha natin yung tension sa cord na to, dapat yung part na to will be in equilibrium. So, since meron tayong tension sa part na yun, going that way, then tension sa part na yan, going that way, to make that in equilibrium, may magka-counteract na tension going that way. And that should be 2t to make this in equilibrium. Okay, gets po. Now, next one is to relate their acceleration. So, para ma-relate natin yun, we are going to impend the motion of block B and then block C. Papatigilin lang natin mismo. No? So, if we are going to impending the motion of block B. So, kapag in-impend daw natin yon, hindi siya gagalaw yung block B. Ang gagalaw lang ay block A tsaka block C. Gets po? So, paano yung galaw ng block A tsaka block C? So, since assumption lang naman po to guys, po pwedeng mali yung assumption natin. At malalaman natin sa sagot mamaya kung mali or tama yung ating nagiging assumption. Depende sa sagot. Ito ay naka-impend. Paano yung galaw ng ating block A and block C? Since mas maliit to, action natin, magiging upward yung motion. Yung motion nito ay downward. Gets? And then, pag gumalaw mismo yung ating block C, tutuloy-tuloy lang mismo yung sa ating block A. Tama po ba? Gagalaw yan at a certain distance. Siyempre, gagalaw din yung cord. Connecting these two blocks. So, ibig sabihin kung ano yung ginalaw ni block C, yun din igagalaw ni block A. Therefore, we can say that SA is equivalent to the displacement of block C. Nagets po? Parehas lang yung distance na ita-travel nila. And then yung block A is going downward. Okay. If their displacement are equivalent, therefore, we can say that their velocity ay equivalent din. And then, yung acceleration nila ay equivalent din. So, that is also going downward for the block A. Okay, na-impend na natin yung motion ng block B. Next one, we have to impend the motion of block C. Okay. Ito naman daw yung hindi gagalaw. So, paano yung magiging motion ng ating block B and block C? Okay. Try nating analyze. Kapag hindi ito gumalaw, since 1,000 yon, 600 yon, ito going downward na, block B will go upward. So, pwede rin i-assume na downward. Okay lang din yon. Sabi ko nga, assumption lang yung mga yan. Pwede tayong magkamali. And then, kung i-relate natin distance, nita-travel nila, since yung tension mismo connected sa block B ay twice sa tension ng ating block A, therefore, we can say that SA is equivalent sa twice SB, gawa nung tension doon. Na kapag gumalaw to, kunyari sabing gagalaw ng 10 meters, for example, yung 10 meters na yun, bababa yung 5, tataas yung 5. Makakalahati. Ibig sabihin, yung igagalaw lang mismo ni block B ay 5 meters. Nagets po doon. Kung hindi nyo ma-analyze po yun, mag-base kayo sa tension. Yung sinabi ko kanina. Since yung tension connected kay block B ay twice sa tension na connected sa block A, sabihin, yung distance na travel ni block B, nakamultiply din sa 2. Dito naman kay block A, walang nakamultiply since yung coefficient ng T ay 1. Nagets po? And then, yung SA is again going downward. Since in-assume natin na upward yun, and then downward to. Gets po. So, ibig sabihin, you can say that acceleration of A is twice the acceleration of block B. And that is also going downward. So, kapag sinabi natin yung motion, if the motion of block A is downward, since downward yung motion dito, downward yung motion doon, we can say that acceleration of A is acceleration of C plus twice acceleration of B. Pwede rin, kung ginawa natin upward to, then magiging minus lang yun. O kaya magiging upward yun, magma-minus lang tayo dito. Assumption lang itong mga guys. Pwede tayo mali. Yung mga direction na yun, malalaman natin mismo kung tama mamaya. Okay, so meron nating relationship mismo ng kanilang acceleration. So if we have a relationship na, pwede tayong mag-free body diagram sa bawat blocks para makuha natin yung equation ng ating motion. First one, for block A. Ano equation ng motion natin kay block A? Let us be block A. Ano yung mga forces na nakalagay doon? Meron tayong tension T. Meron tayong going downward, the weight of block A. So, wala na. And then the motion is going downward. So, using summation of forces along Y equivalent to WA over G. Bakit hindi siya 0? Naka MA or WA over G. Dahil along Y-axis, nandun yung motion ng ating body. Pero kung magsa-summation tayo ng X equivalent to 0, sa X-axis wala dun yung motion since vertical yung motion natin. So, pag nag-summation of X tayo, that will be equivalent to 0. Take note of that. Kung nasaan mismo yung motion, nandun yung ating inertial force. MA or WA over G. Okay. Nasaan yung positive direction natin? Ang positive direction, kung saan papunta yung ating body. So, positive direction is going downward. Nandito yung positive direction natin. So, therefore, ang positive ay W. What is W? 600. T is negative since upward siya. Equivalent kay the weight, 600, multiplied by acceleration of A, since block A tayo, over G, 32.2. 32.2 since yung ating weight is in terms of pounds. If the weight is in terms of newtons or kilonewtons or kilograms, G is 9.81. So, combine like terms. Yung unknown natin, lagay sa kabilang side, i-equal natin yung mga constant. So, eto, bigay natin, maging positive T, equivalent to 600, acceleration of A, but acceleration of A is AC plus 2AB over 32.2, or this should be plus. Nilipat natin doon, equivalent to 600. So, simplify lang natin. Therefore, that is equivalent to tension T. Unahin muna natin si AB. Distribute plus 1, 2. Acceleration of B over 32.2 plus 600 AC 32.2 equivalent to 600. Let this be our equation number 1. Okay, tapos na tayo sa free body diagram ni block A. Next one, free body diagram ni block B. So for block B, let this be block B. Let's make it a particle. So, yung mga forces na naka-apply dyan, meron tayong going that way, 2T. And then we have going downward, the weight of block B, 1,000 pounds. And then, yung motion natin, going upward, acceleration of P. So that is in contact with the surface, meron tayong normal force. And then, opposing the motion, since meron tayong normal force dito, magkakaroon tayo dito ng friction force. And friction force is mu n. So for the coefficient of kinetic friction, it is given in the problem, yung mu dito ay 0.2, yung mu naman dito ay 0.2. Binigay po yan sa problem. Okay. Simplify natin. Let this be our x-axis. This is our y-axis. Okay. Yung motion natin, papunta doon. Ibig sabihin, yung motion along the x-axis. So, nandun yung ating inertial force. So, if we will take summation of forces along y direction, that is equivalent to 0. Wala doon yung motion natin sa y. Ang motion ay na kay x. So, that should be 0. So, if it is equivalent to 0, ang assumption ng positive direction, maalin na. Pwedeng upward, pwedeng downward. Ang critical lang mismo ng assumption ng positive direction ay kung nasaan mismo yung motion ng ating problem. At kung saan siya papunta, nandun dapat yung positive direction. Okay, take note of that. Okay, so taking summation of force along y direction, ito yung y, we have normal force, minus, so this is 3, 4, 5, so sabihin, this is theta, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So, along y, that is minus 4 over 5 multiplied by 1,000. So, wala na. Equivalent to 0. Therefore, normal is, lipat doon maging positive, 800 pounds. Therefore, frictional force is mu n. Mu is 0.2 times 800. Frictional force is 160 pounds. Okay. Okay, so take now summation of forces along X equivalent to inertial force WA over G. Nasaan yung positive direction? Positive direction should be going upward. Yung assumption natin. So, yung mga upward, 2T. And then, frictional force minus, ang frictional force ay 160. Yung X component ng ating weight dito, papunta dito, pababa. So, that is minus 3 over 5 of 1,000. Meron pa ba? Wala na. Equivalent to weight. The weight of the body is 1,000. Acceleration of body B over 32.2. So, simplifying, combine like terms. Itong mga constant na to ligay sa kabila. Itong mga unknown, samahin. So, that is 2T minus, lipat dito, 1,000 AB 32.2 equivalent to, this is 600. So, positive 760. Let this be our equation number 2. Papansin nyo din sa equation number 1, tatlo yung unknowns. Para makuha yung tatlong unknowns na yan, you should arrive with 3 equations. And dalawa na. So, for the third equation, we will consider the free body diagram of body C. Saan yung free body diagram ni body C? That is, for the free body diagram of body C, let this be body C. So, yung mga forces na nakalagay kay body C? Makikita nyo. See? Yung mga forces na nakalagay kay body C, meron tayo going this way. Tension. And then the weight going downward. 500 pounds. And then, the motion is assume direction going upward, acceleration of C. In contact with the surface, meron tayong normal force. And then, frictional force opposing the motion. So, since upward siya, friction force is going downward. So, N, F, that is mu, N. Gets po. Okay. Simplify natin. So, assume this is our X. This is our Y axis. Okay. So, if we will take summation of forces along Y equivalent to, nandito ba yung motion? Wala. Ang motion na ay X. So, this is 0. Taking upward direction is positive. We have N minus yung Y component ng 500 pababa. So, minus, meron tayo slope doon, 3:4. So, this is 5. So, kung natin slope dito, theta to theta, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So, for the Y component, that is 4. So, minus 4 over 5 multiplied by 500. And that will be equivalent to 0. So, normal force equivalent to, lipat sa kabila, 0.8 to 500 is 400 pounds. Therefore, friction force is mu N. Mu is 0.2. Normal force is 400. So, this is 80 pounds. So, we have friction force na here. So, let's take summation of forces along X direction. Equivalent to WA over G. Dahil nandun yung ating motion. Okay, nasa yung positive direction. Going upward. Going that way. So, yung mga positive, tension P. Yung F, minus. Minus F, that is 80 pounds. And then, W, yung X component niya, pababa, minus 3 over 5 of 500 equivalent to W, 500, acceleration of C over 32.2. So simplifying, lahat ng constant term lagay sa kabila. Tension T, lipat to, minus 500 AC over 32.2 equivalent to. So 0.6 of 500, that is 300 plus 80, 380. That is our equation number 3. So that is 3 equations, 3 unknowns. Apply nyo lang sa calculator nyo yan, mode 5, 2. So using mode 5, 2, input nyo lang 1 equals 1,200 over 32.2 equals 600 over 32.2 equals 600 equals. And then 2 equals negative 1,000 over 32.2 equals, yung AC wala, therefore 0 equals. Then 760 equals. And then third equation, 1 equals, yung AD wala, therefore 0 equals, negative 500 over 32.2 equals, 380 equals. And then equals nyo ulit, you will arrive with a tension force which is equivalent to 427.826 pounds. And acceleration of B is 3.08 feet per second square. And acceleration of C is 3.08 feet per second square. Sa calculator nyo, X, Y, Z. Sunod-sunod lang po yun. Unknown X, unknown Y, unknown Z. Kung paano nyo po nagsunod-sunod yun, ganun din po sa ating calculator. So that will be our solution. But, tinatanong sa problem, acceleration of each block. Dalawang block pa lang nakuha natin. Therefore, acceleration of A, ang acceleration of A is AC plus 2AB. So, AC, 3.08 plus twice AB, 3.08. So, therefore, acceleration of A is 9.24 feet per second square. Dito sa part na to, yung acceleration B and acceleration of C is positive. Since positive po, yung motion ng ating blocks B and C ay tama yung assumed direction. Tama po yung assumption natin. Once na nag-negative mismo yung isa, nyari AB, ibig sabihin, mali yung kanyang direction. So, i-resolve nyo yan. What if naman, in the process, yung nakuha natin, kunyari, ang nakuha natin dito ay AA tsaka AC. Yung AC nyo positive, yung AA ay negative. Ang A kasi ay hindi siya in contact with the surface. Pag not in contact with the surface, okay lang na mag-positive tsaka mag-negative yung kanyang acceleration. Nagets po. Pero kapag yung body natin in contact with a surface, the acceleration na makukuha should be positive always. Pag negative yung nakuha, discard your solution that is wrong. So for this part, since positive yung nakuha natin, this will be the answer for this given problem.